What is up, YouTube? Sven365 here. Today I will be working on my car, but first I have to run out and go get a small list of stuff. I have to go get sandpaper and gloves because I'll be doing body work. It is October 24th and it's cold out. It's about 45 degrees right now. So you'll see the process of me having throughout the day, sanding my car down, Bondo, and whatever else I have to do throughout the day. It'll be like a car vlog and a daily life thing. Well, here we are. I'm sitting in the advanced parking lot. I went in already, and then I don't have either thing that I need. So I need to run all the way back to where I live, and there's a small hardware store that I hope has everything. All I need is sandpaper, but I need sandpaper that fits my big hands, my big electric sander, and I want disposable gloves because I'll be using stuff that's really messy. It's called Bondo, but it's like body filler. I'll show you guys when I get back. But it's just really messy, and I don't want to use my nice gloves to use it. So let's go there and see if they have everything. Okay, so I just got out of a little hardware store that's by my house, and let me just say, I've been to 3 stores in the last 2 days. I went to 2 auto parts stores yesterday, an auto parts store this morning, and this store. I went to the same auto parts store twice, and none of them have 150 grit sandpaper. It's like non-existent. I've been so many places, have not seen it, so now I have to stick with the incorrect sandpapers to use on my car, which has me really aggravated. And then I just had to spend $8 on rubber gloves. I bought a box of rubber gloves, 100 of them. $8. What the hell? Why are they so expensive? I'd never seen rubber gloves be so expensive in my life. Okay, so I'm back now. I'm back at my house. I have my car right here. I could do another video on it, just on the car, but I could show you guys what I've been doing. I've been doing body work. There's some body work going on right here. It's all smooth. It's all getting smooth out. It's all pretty much what I'm doing. Today I'm prepping it for paint, but it's so cold that I can't paint right now because I do everything myself. It's never been to a shop before. I just do all the body work myself. I do all the painting myself. Doing the interior over the winter months, even though I'm outside. I don't have a garage. I have this little pop-up tent right here that I just use all the time. But I'm prepping it for paint. This is today's project right here. Let me flip it around, I'll show you. This is today's project right here. It's actually I put a steel wire mesh patch back behind the fender, and I'm just building up the Bondo, the body filler, right here, and all over the place. And then I'm gonna try to follow this fender, this quarter panel fender well body line to get it all flat, and then I'm gonna sand the whole body so it's really smooth. As you can see, I've shipped it. It was green. The car was green. See, it has some green primer on it right here. This is actually bare metal. This is probably either Bondo, or my dad was telling me stuff yesterday called red line, I think. That's what this stuff is. It's after you do Bondo, you wipe this over the car and it fills the micro cracks in the body. And then otherwise I just have to Bondo it all today. I'll probably do a time lapse of me sanding the car down. I hand sand a lot of it. I'm gonna do an electric sander to get completely over the body before I paint it. But that's pretty much what I'm doing today. I spend about 5 hours a day working on it to get the body where it needs to be. Come the winter months, when I do the interior, it'll probably be a couple hours a day because I don't have a garage, again, because it's cold. So I won't be able to work on it as often, but let's see where today brings us. Okay, so this is what Bondo is. It looks like this. Actually has my model year car on it, which I never even noticed before. That's a 1969 Camaro Z28, I think, right on it. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, this is what it is. Mine's disgusting looking because it has actually hardened Bondo all over it because I've been using most of it. It is too cold to be using this outside right now, and it's also extremely windy. I have no idea if you can hear me. It's very windy out. There's 12 to 15 mile an hour winds today, which may or may not mean I have to take my pop-up down in the middle of this process. But so I use this, and then this little hardener creamer. This is also disgusting because I use nylon. I use gloves to use this stuff because it gets everywhere, literally, and it's all over my hardener. So I had to go buy more the other day. but I don't think I'll need that much. I'll show you. I already showed you what I have to do, but I'll show you again. I have to just build it up underneath right here to get it to that body line. I have no idea how long that'll take. It might take 20 minutes. This stuff's supposed to cure in the recommended temperatures, but it's not the recommended temperature outside, so I have to use a hairdryer, which you guys will see. I have to use a hairdryer to dry my Bondo, because then it'll never dry. On the other side, I had to do it 3 times before it was proper. Never used this stuff before. This is my first time using it. And then I'm my at-home mechanic, pretty much. Car runs and drives. It's just up on ramps because it's easier for me to work on it that way. And then I have to swap it to paint it. So I'll paint this side and then I'll back it off the ramps, paint the other side. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. And I'm gonna get going on it. I just put a layer of Bondo on. I'm probably gonna have to do like 2 or 3 layers. I just put one on. I'm not sure it really went on the way I wanted it. I have the hairdryer. Hairdryer's key right now. I'm gonna just kind of dry the body, you know. I'm just gonna go over here and just dry it. Check. Okay, this vlog's kind of getting a little choppy because my mom just came home. Dad came outside to talk to me about some college stuff. And anyway, I'll show you after 1 layer of Bondo. I have the little hairdryer time lapse in. But 1 layer of Bondo, like it's literally right here. It's rock hard already. It's literally, it's really rough, so it kind of hurts my knuckles when I punch it. But like 1 layer of Bondo looks like this. It's all rough out. Some of it's smooth already because I've been sanding it. I sanded a lot yesterday, but I wanted to try to get as much in here. I think I'm gonna let this sit here for a little bit. I might do another layer really quick, and just because it's kind of uneven underneath, so I'll probably just do another layer underneath real quick, and then hit it with some sandpaper. Hit the whole body with the electric sander. I gotta check other parts of the car. I have on other parts of the car that aren't completely good. I have to look up some sanding techniques to make it like flush with the body, so when I paint it, it doesn't look all rough. I am painting it black, which shows all the imperfections in the car, but it is indeed a race car. I will drop its Instagram right here, and that has a lot of the progress that I'm doing on the car. It's really small Instagram right now. I'm trying to get it built up, but it has a lot of progress. I'll be posting this pictures on it probably after this video goes up, so you can see some of the before and afters. I don't have any of the befores because I just started recording again, but some of the befores were kind of like, wow, how did it get filled in with all the body filler? So that's that. I'm just gonna work on this. I'll catch up with you guys in probably a couple hours. Okay, so it's been nowhere near a couple hours. It's probably been maybe half an hour since I recorded last. I have a metal file. I'm using it on the body filler. I can show you what I'm doing. I'll probably do another time lapse, like part 2 or something like that. So it's all built up underneath here, like right underneath here. It's all built up. As we know, the body line, I'm trying to follow it. So what I do, what my dad was telling me yesterday was that they used to have files made like this, but like Bondo, they probably use metal files. My dad and his group, and so he bought this out yesterday and said you could build it up really thick, and then I could sand it down to the point where I think it'll follow the body line as best as possible, and then I can hand sand it. I have hand sanding. I'm gonna do up to 180 grit on the entire car. I wanted to do 150. Nowhere has 150 grit anymore, as we know. So I'm gonna do that. Charlie time lapse me just filing away because it looks like a labor intensive. So here we go. clip I just tried to record was so obnoxious looking and dark and terrible because I was in a rush. So like what I was trying to say in this last clip was that I almost forgot that I told my mom I'd pick up my brother from the bus stop, so we didn't have to walk up 2 hills to get to so we didn't have to walk up like 2 like pretty steep hills to get home. So I was like, okay, I'll go get him. Got in the car, I found my wallet. Couldn't find my keys. I'm wearing sweats over my shorts because it's windy and it's cold, and my keys were in my shorts pockets because I could not feel them. So I was in and out of the car like 3 times trying to find them. Now I'm here waiting for him, and the bus comes in I think 5 minutes. Uh-oh, here he comes. Oh, he doesn't look happy. He's not happy. Oh, what's up?
Oh God!
Hi. What's up? Hi. Yeah. So I hand sanded a lot of it. I hand sanded my Bondo, and I'm really not sure how much more I should sand it. Probably won't sand it a lot more, but as you can see, I have my bandana. I'm getting ready. I look like a bandit. I'm getting ready to start sanding the whole car with the power sander to get it to one smooth consistency, and then I'm actually gonna pop. I have these like little lights on the side of the car here. I'm gonna go in the trunk, pop them out. Then it should be ready to be painted tomorrow when it's not too windy. I'd love to paint today, even though it's not like the perfect weather to paint, but it's gonna take some time for that to dry, and I don't want it to be windy while I'm trying to spray it out here. So that's that. I guess we'll go into a time lapse. So apparently while I was doing my whole sanding on this passenger side of the car, my camera died. I didn't notice it until I was done. So now I'm here to update you that the passenger side is done. It's very smooth. Then my dad come look at it. He has some recommendations for me once in a while to like, whoa, what can I do? Honestly, I think I'm just gonna leave it. Regardless, him and I will talk about it. But I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is so I can paint it tomorrow. I'll obviously wash it down. I think I've dust in my eye. I'll wash it down. I'll pop some of the trim out that I need to. But it's getting very cold out. I think it's about 3 o'clock. Oh, it's almost 3:30 actually. It's 3:30. It's getting windy, and cold, and I think just want to paint it at this point. I'll probably after today, tomorrow if I have to sand it again. Hopefully paint it on Friday, but hopefully paint it tomorrow, which is Thursday. Today is Wednesday. I think you kind of figured that out. It'll be about 50 hours of body work that I've done, which is a lot of time. It took Dad and I about 50 hours to do the front end to redo my front suspension, which equated to 100 man hours. I've been doing all this body work by myself, which is actually like a lot to do. Like my shoulders, I better have like shoulders of steel at the end of this. But now I have to do this side, which is kind of rougher. I can kind of can feel it, kind of can't feel it. Around the Bondo areas, you can feel it. It's a lot rougher right here. This was crazy Bondo side, but I just have to like kind of sand it at this point. I don't want to paint it. Paint is key right now because winter is coming, and then I'll show you this. Then I have to do the back of the car. No, you can't steal my license plate number. Yes, that is a plastic bag over my gas cap. On these older cars, the gas cap in the tunnel to the tank was right behind the license plate. This is where my license plate will go, in this area right here. And then I have to do the back of the car, so I have to pop my Z28 symbol out, both of my tail lights. I have to cover my spoiler. But overall, I think it'll all be done within 3 weeks. Hopefully, if the weather cooperates. I'd actually like to get it done in 2 weeks, but we'll see. And now we'll go into another time lapse for the other side. So I just had my dad come out, and I got a nice stamp of approval. You know, he felt the car, felt that the panels were all smooth, and he liked it a lot. So I took these little lights out on both sides, right here. There was these little lights right here, and so honestly, tomorrow I'll just have to back it off for ramps, and then I'll probably paint it or look for painting weather at least. But yeah, I'll just leave it up on the ramps. There's no point in backing it off. Let the wind, you know, brush whatever particles and dust and paint is still left on it, and then obviously still have to hit it with the mineral spirits. But overall, it's done. It looks good on both sides. I can show you the both sides really quick. You know, looks really good. You know, this is about 50 hours of my own time on the body. Never done body work before. I try to learn new things, do everything on my own. Looks really good. Oh, ignore the bottom part that's like right here. I'll talk about that later. I'm making a patch panel for it, but that'll be its own video. I'm gonna do a custom patch panel on it. I have one on both sides for it. I'm gonna do a custom patch panel. It's gonna have some decor, like decorations on it. I don't call it decor. It's gonna have some like decorations and like painting. I'm gonna paint it myself. Try to print out a stencil, make it look really nice before I use it. And otherwise, that's it for today for the car. I'll see what else the rest of the day holds. I'll probably do some streaming later. I'll put that in here. I'll show like a little bit of the setup really quick. I could do a whole setup video as well. But otherwise, that is it for the car today. It's been a good day. I worked on it for about 3 hours. 3 hours actually. I started working on it about 1 o'clock. Worked on it for 3 hours today, so it's 8 hours total for the week so far. I try to shoot for about 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, which is 10 hours. So it'll probably be higher this week, meaning I'm painting it, and it'll be fun to get it all clean, and it'll be a completely one-colored car eventually. So I was getting here ready to stream. I have a little bit of my setup here, you know, my monitor, my laptop, and I was getting ready to stream, and then I realized, oh wow, I didn't do an outro today. Yeah, and it's really dark in my room because I have like lamps all over the place that I turn off, and I just have my LEDs on my desk on. But anyway, I forgot to do an outro. I probably just said intro. I forgot to do an outro, so that was my day. I'll be streaming here. I don't stream that often. I stream a couple days a week right now, but until next time, peace.